Okay, watch out, welcome back. Now look, today all I've got to do is get this off the bench. So in that condition, it won't work at all. So I've got to get the forks back in, the wheel on, calipers on, got to stick all the wiring on these bars, just temporarily, because it's going to come off again, because these aren't the bars I'm going to stay with. I've got some really cool ones coming. And that's really just the task today, just to get it off the bench so I'll get the Triumph on, because I've got a little job to do on that. Now, Penny's at work today, so it's me, you and the tripod. It's not really a how-to, this is the way it goes with projects sometimes. I've just got to get it off the bench, suspend hostilities for a little minute, and get the next bike on to do a little job in between times, because I am waiting for parts. There's nothing I can do for this at the moment. It's just on hold, just while we're waiting for bits and pieces. You know how it goes, boys. So, while this goes on, I'm going to stick some music up. I'm going to try and make it as interesting as possible, show you little bits and pieces that I'm up to, so this thing can get ready to get off the bench, and we can move on to the next job. Welcome back to Delboy's Garage.
cut the grass, it always makes it grow. How comes I can only grow long hair from my nose? How comes I always cook far too much spaghetti? And why's no clever scientist ever interviewed a Yeti? How comes retail prices always end in 99? And how comes my computer doesn't work all the time? I don't know, I don't know, don't ask me mate, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, don't ask me mate, I don't know, I don't know, I haven't got a clue mate, I don't know, I don't know, don't ask me, I haven't got a clue mate, I don't know. How comes when you want some rain it's nearly always sunny? How comes when you tell a joke it's never half as funny? How comes when you find a sock the other one's in hiding? And when you want a stroll on the beach you'll always find a tide in? How comes when you get a flat you've never got a jack? And every time you join a queue you're always at the back? I don't know, I don't know, don't ask me mate, I don't know, I don't know, I haven't got a clue mate, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, don't ask me pal, I don't know, I haven't got a clue, I just don't know, you can't ask for any more than that mate, I don't know. How comes when I cut the grass it always makes it grow? How comes I can only grow long hair from my nose? How comes I always cook far too much spaghetti? And why's no clever scientist ever interviewed a Yeti? How comes retail prices always end in 99? And how comes my computer doesn't work all the time? I don't know, I don't know, don't ask me mate, I don't know. I don't know, I don't know, don't ask me mate, I don't know.
Right, so as you can see there, some bobbins, some proper bobbins on it. All it was doing was these little bolts here. Someone just chucked those in the holes and that's what they were using as bobbins. So I've got some proper bobbins, bolted those in with some Loctites, all that done. All this is on, but it's not by any means could you ride that bike. Everything's got to be torqued up, but before even that, you've got to do the alignment. So you know the trick. Top yoke clamped up, everything else loosened off, plunge the forks up and down, realign all those forks, everything correct. What I did earlier, I didn't really mention it, was this system, the way this works, you put the bottom yoke in, you put the top nut on that holds this yoke on, and then you torque that down to a given torque. So that's got to be torqued down. When that's torqued down, that pinches those two tapered bearings together and gives you the correct amount of free play. So once that's torqued into place and that's correct, then and only then do you do these clamps up. Because obviously if you do them up, you can't torque that down. They're preventing it from moving. So all that's got to be done correctly in the correct order to the correct torque values. Same goes for the wheel, axle, the pinch bolts at the bottom, the calipers, everything on that front end has got to be done up properly. But it's not important because it's all coming out. The whole lot's going to come apart again because I've got some fork shrouds I'm going to make some fork shrouds for this to fatten them up a little bit. So for now, they're just going to go in as they are. That's all this is. As you saw as well, these are as fiddly as hell, especially on Kazakhis, because they have these little 90-degree curved tracks inside that you need kind of three hands that are no bigger than the borrowers. They really are very, very fiddly. So they're all done. I've removed the little nips that go into the dents on the clip-ons purely because you don't need them. They're only for assembly and I don't want to drill holes in bars. Also as well, these bars are not going to be the bars that stay on. I don't want to have to start lengthening all this. Clutch hose is just long enough where it is now, but I'm going to put the Renthal flat bars, the totally Renthal flats that are a little bit narrower, make the whole front end look a bit chunkier, and that will then give me that inch or so drop in this position. So ultimately this clutch hose will then be the correct length. There's been some awesome screw-ups in this thing. This is the most comical yet. You know, I'm vast losing my respect for whoever owned this bike before. This wire here, I wondered what it was. It kind of goes all the way through. It kind of emerged under the tank, And when I got the bike, it was literally wired straight to the battery. So I wondered why you need a live feed going up here into the switch block. And having had this off and looked inside, that live feed goes to the horn button, the back of the horn button, and then I find this under the tape. This is obviously broken off flush. This has been their attempt to solder it that is broken, so they've got no live feed to the horn. And their response to that, rather than just making a half decent connection of that, has been to just jury rig this single brown, I ask you, not red, brown earth wire to the live battery terminal, so you've got power to the horn. Hey ho, there we go. I should be doing that properly in the fullness of time, and heat shrinking all this crap as well. That's just nasty. So whatever I need of that, remember, I'm not going to run a regular headlight. This does look rather cool at the moment. I'm going to make a little shield for that, like a flat shield with a little tiny light in it, all to come in the future. But that's that done. Everything on the front, ready to roll. Those fitted, looking the biz, doing the job. Now it's got to get this off, then get that on, ready for its little job. Let's go shifting. Right, there we are, that's Penny's bike on the bench. Little job planned on that in a few days' time. For now, the Kawasaki's on hold just for the next 2 videos. Got one job to do on that, one on the Harley, then we're back on the fighter build. Waiting for parts, can't do anything anyway. That's 2.5 hours today just to put that front end back together. Like I said just now, none of it is set up, it's just dry built. Literally thrown together, nipped up, and there's a couple of jobs that have revealed themselves. That wiring job, there's a thread that's been stripped, I've got to redo that. Going to put a helicoil in it, may bring you along for the way so you see how to do a helicoil. That's all the purpose of this project, is to do things, show you things along the way, tips and tricks as they say, that you can learn yourself and might help you build a bike when you come to do it. So there we are, enough waffle. Triumph on the bench for the next one. Kawasaki back by the end of next week, okay? Take it easy, ride safe, see you next time.
50 foot high, through the fumes and haulage. It's sometimes hard to know if the prize is stateside of Nuevo Laredo. Every siren has a weak spot, as everything has a beginning and an end. And when the face you trust most is no longer the one on which you can depend, when the fight feels futile and life's injustice wins, where's my sunlight when the shitstorm begins?